On Tuesday, our neighbors in Oregon will vote on several issues, including an amendment to the state's constitution. This one's called Measure 111. If passed, Measure 111 would make Oregon the first state in the country to ensure health care access for everyone. It would add a section to the state constitution establishing the right to cost-effective, clinically appropriate, and affordable health care. If passed, the state would be required to balance health care funding with funding for public schools and other essential services. The amendment was passed out of the state legislature last March along party lines. Oregon Public Broadcasting reports it's been introduced at least 8 times in the last 16 years. Those for the amendment say it's important every Oregonian has access to health care. Those against it say it's too vague and it doesn't protect the state financially when it comes to guaranteeing health care access or if a lawsuit is filed against the state if it doesn't fulfill its promise. Oregon voters will also decide on what could become the strictest gun control measure in the U.S., Measure 114. To buy a gun in Oregon, Measure 114 would require a permit from police, a photo ID, fingerprints, firearms training, a background check, and a fee. It would also ban magazines that hold more than 10 rounds of ammunition. Civil rights leaders and supporters of Measure 114 say it's needed to stop gun violence. The Oregon Association of Sheriffs and different hunting and shooting groups, meanwhile, all oppose this measure. They say it will not prevent violent crime or mass shootings because criminals won't comply with it. Only law-abiding gun owners would be restricted.
And we recognize that we must address firearm violence. But Measure 114 is just not the answer.
Nowhere in 114 has anybody said that we're coming after your Second Amendment right. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with people being responsible with the guns that they have and not using them against each other.